Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And let's fall off a ladder together!
Yes! I'm so delighted right now. Lily's just going to break her entire foot. Or like the whole ladder is going to collapse into the water.
hip.
We really still cannot figure this out. Like,
She's just gonna
terrible.
lose her whole hip to that rock over there. It's gonna be
All
fine.
right.
All right, so we're gonna plant some flowers. I don't know where, but they're going in the ground. So
Somewhere.
here we go. Plant them. Where we remove weeds.
Oh, probably,
apparently.
actually.
Now we finally get to plant some flowers.
I thought she was going to say some real flowers.
Real flowers, not those fake ones
flowers.
like I did with Blaine.
There were weeds.
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 Weeds. You weed.
You're such a weed.
You weed.
Stop being such a weed. Okay, so
Except if you're in California, or you can't have weed.
you can't have weed. You can't even be a weed because no one can have weed. Okay, so I was just thinking of
Jane.
several years ago, my friend and I ran into this concept of doing like basically made-up insults that aren't really that big of an insult, or really obscure insults. And so while I was doing a job doing some exterior painting, my friend was there helping me out, and we just came up with every possible like unusual insult we could come up with, such as like calling someone a used Q-tip or a damp tissue, or you know, a broken sideboard or a rusty hinge,
Or a broken door.
or just being like a
poorly latched, wall, or whatever.
something like- or
poorly
just-
patched wall.
right, or just being like, you flat bike tire kind of thing, or being like, you're such a thorn in my inner tube.
And the reason why we actually came up with it is there was a post on Tumblr ages ago that was actually about where somebody was just going, you stupid acorn or something like that.
You cracked walnut!
It was actually really funny, so we just kind of took it and we ran with it, like, you moldy yogurt, something like that. Like, that's
you
just...
over-toasted slice of bread!
You burnt slice of toast!
Yep, and so it just reminded me of calling someone a weed of that game, and we really did. We went through like 500 insults.
Oh,
that,
that
like
was
over the
so
course of
good.
like 2 hours. It was really, really funny, and it's just like, sort of like one of those things of like, just like you blunt needle kind of thing. Or what was it, like dead battery.
You dead battery. Oh, yeah,
Yep.
the thing of also you bent nail.
Right, I was just saying, and any sort of nuisance experience you can think of, just calling them that, like an untied shoelace or things like that. It's just like all of that. So anyway, if you need an insult, and especially if you're going, I can't cuss anyone out, just put something annoying in there, or irritating in there, or, and just call them that.
You over-seasoned piece of chicken,
Or just
kind
being
of
like,
thing.
you are such a case of morning breath.
Oh, God. You piece of gangrenous toe.
And I'm not saying that you should insult people, but I am saying if you're going to insult people, just be clever about it. Use something new and different. Be like, you're such a cavity today.
Oh, my God.
All right.
You just keep burrowing in.
Ew.
Ew.
All right, now we finally get to plant some flowers.
Yes.
Been a stressful day. A little color will do me some good, I think. As I wear pink plaid and worry about color.
No kidding. You just show me what to put where, flower girl.
All right,
It's okay.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my patron grow them all over here in little bundles of dirt, and we'll just pick them up and move them over here and plant them where I want them.
After I make holes for all of them.
The holes will open up.
Yes.
They'll just be open here already. It's fine.
It'll be good.
Okay, so what I will say is with all that dirt there, if you're going to plant flowers, with all that grass there, you're going to need to peel up all of that grass, remove all of the remaining roots that would grow back with that grass, or soften all the dirt, and then put all your flowers in.
Do you know what's killing me? Okay, so the grass that's on the bank is the same grass that's in the water. Do you see this
underneath
right
the
in
water?
here?
Yeah.
So right directly in front of them, this grassy bank right here is
In
the
front of
same
Lily's
grass
head.
in front of Lily and Regina.
Yeah.
Right there, that is the same grass that's under the water, and it's very much confusing me.
Because most grasses that grow out of the water don't grow in the water as well. And if you know, like, cattails, which are a variety of grass. And if you don't know cattails, I apologize. You can look them up. The cattail plant is very, very easy to find.
It's very iconic.
It's very distinctive looking.
Yes.
Anyway, that they don't, like, they'll take over water, but they'll only grow, like, an inch out of the water in the mud.
Yeah.
And plants that grow in the water, yeah, there's usually very little overlap. There are some things that will grow in and out of water, but a lot of them are pretty distinctive to their little biome.
Exactly.
All right.
What put where, flower girl?
Let's do it like this.
Let's do it
I
like
say,
it's 1999.
Intense and grumpy like,
1969. Let's do it.
Let's party like it's 1999. Let's plant flowers like it's 1999.
And it's the end.
Here's cattails.
Hey, cattails.
Okay, so those brown ones, those are the cattails.
Those are cattails.
In case you didn't want to go Google that,
let's see.
lilies.
Lilies.
These are Calla Lilies, I think.
I thought these were Calla Lilies.
These are as far as I know, like Asian lilies. The ones with this sort of peeling thing, or those could be like Easter lilies, or the white ones with the really big things. Those could be Easter lilies.
I do not know, because I'm not very good at plants. So
I think the wrapped ones are actually Calla Lilies, the ones that go in a little circle. And then there's cattails. Cattails take over
everything,
hugely, though. Like aggressively, you have to control them with something, otherwise they take stuff over. But they don't do it as much in moving water. So if this is a stream, this could work. But I'm amazed that you would plant cattails on purpose. And it's not something I'm familiar with. I just want to kind of go with something simple.
Sure, go with something simple. Why
Done.
not?
Simple. I need some color, she says as she plants white.
I know! It's actually really weird. I was like, where's all your color?
Also, that wasn't a lot of flowers.
No.
Flowerific.
I haven't heard one of those in a while. You must be feeling like yourself again.
You mean the last 7 times that I did it in this one day, and when you actually shouted at me about it just a little bit earlier?
What?
Hang on.
Regina.
How does that follow? Are the people writing this spending as much time between panels as we spend between episodes and between, like levels if you're trying to play the game and you're stuck?
Also, are they having problems with basically, again, going, we don't know which one goes first? They're just sort of writing sections of things to fill in while they have the main plot that they,
right,
move around. Like, I don't understand. I'm confused.
Like, literally, in this actual day, she has just been going, Lily, I don't have time and patience for your jokes today and your puns. And now you're going, hey, puns make you more like yourself. I am confusion.
I am really lost.
I'll just leave that one there. It's fine.
Like I said, unless there is a level of them joking that I don't get.
Right. And the expressions, I would think, should be an indicator of tone. But they're not consistent enough to go, here is Regina's joking expression.
Yeah.
And Regina's serious expression, like, I can't tell very well. Like, but they don't seem to use it consistently. If this is her joking but saying something that sounds serious, and so it's, sarcastic or a joke. Yeah. And versus the other one. And then Lily, of course, reacts a lot of times like, oh, I didn't get your humor either. Just like the reader. Ah! And so, I don't know.
It's almost like we're reading something.
That's
with
fine.
no prompts.
No prompts. All right, so
decorate
more
porch.
Of the same purple flowers that we didn't have an option to. We didn't even get an option for purple flowers.
We did not, which is really weird, actually.
Hello, power up. All right, decorate porch. Do it!
Yes.
Doot.
Doot.
Gonna just doot.
Gonna doot, 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 doot.
This porch is just begging for some planters.
Except you don't have a lot of room.
I was gonna say, for me, it looks really small for planters unless they go on the edge, like on the outside, like a flower box kind of thing.
Maybe.
But the porch itself, it was like when she decorated her balcony. I was like, that looks so crowded.
I know.
Tiny little balcony. It's so crowded.
So crowded.
Hi.
How do you want them to look?
Oh, you're gonna build me some planters. I love that. I want them to run along these ones over on the bridge.
Oh,
actually.
that would be really cute.
Like running down and draping on the bridge. Okay, so like
so nice.
That idea up on the roof.
Yes.
Yeah, that was trailing. It'd
into
be
the
so
water.
Great.
Have you ever seen those where sometimes plants just naturally
just
have grown that
trail a
way?
little bit?
And they just sort of send shooters off into the water, and that's just where they get their extra water from, and it's super cool.
And they have the leaves just sort of floating along, and they have little roots coming down on the runners. Yeah.
They look so good.
Oh, just like those are not planters; those are pots. There's literally one planter on the bridge, and those aren't planters, those are pots. But like, imagine if you did the ivy up on the roof, and then you had trailing ivy as an option on the bridge. That'd be super fun.
That would be so cool. I'm so disappointed.
I guess you can call pots planters. I guess this one goes the most with the surrounding area.
But it's frustrating because there's only white up there. So
it's true, and there's only white on this side too, and there's purple. There wasn't a purple option because I wanted more purple to pull it all together.
Yeah.
And that. Yeah!
Yay!
So this was the purpliest?
They're planterable!
Planterable?
Planterable?
They're buckets.
They are buckets?
They are the bucket planters.
They're bouquets.
Wait, no.
They're planterifying!
Are we just mocking her that she doesn't know how to do this and she's trying to join us? Or is she actually doing this on purpose? No, they're good. They're good.
Okay.
Decorate the door. Why are we doing all of this?
What's going on?
All right, let's decorate the door before we open it, because who wants to open an unchristened doorway?
No kidding.
There's the ladder. That ladder is in those pots, as far as I can tell. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's bad.
You can't do one-liners anymore. My heart can't take it. You just
Please.
got angry at her for saying that to you, and now you're gonna do it to her instead of just like helping her somehow. I don't know. I don't get this experience.
It's not really funny. Try and stop me. I'm gonna say something catty about Catty about whatever we do. What?
She would know that Catty is negative.
Yeah. I'm also like, Lily looks devastated.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know. I'm very confused. No, don't be mean about the lanterns. And she is. She's like, now she's laughing, I guess?
You just watch.
I guess it is supposed to be her sense of humor. And Lily going, but I don't get your sense of humor. And
I'm like, then how are you friends?
Okay, that's lights, not lanterns. That's lanterns. Those are not lanterns at all. Those are flowers, and they're yellow, and we have no other yellow anywhere.
We really don't. What is with this whole area? This whole area is bizarre. I kind of just want the lanterns or the actual lamps.
The lantern's green, but I don't like how much they're in the way, I guess.
Well, and also they're gonna fall off really easily. Like if there's any wind in this area, I feel like what you're asking for is a huge accident for them to go flying off and whack
you're just
somebody.
Gonna swing a lot. I mean, the way they're hung, they're not gonna bounce over that very easily. But it just they could definitely like have a tough time with themselves. I'm ready for you to say the mean one-liner about the lanterns.
No, they're actually really cute.
What? Okay. So you actually were going? If this went badly, I was going to be mean? Where is this coming from?
I don't know. I think it's supposed to be funny. This is not funny to me.
But it's supposed to be funny to, like, us, but realistic to both of them? Like, what's the deal?
Huh?
I don't know.
I got the catty one-liners out of my system.
So you were just feeling pissy or something, and you're like, I'll just take it out on you?
Why would you do this to your friend? I don't understand.
Oh! Yay!
That is like the desperate going, oh God, yay, finally!
Yeah, the little bit, like a little manic, a little
That's not, oh, yay! What?
I don't know.
Oh my God. For now.
And then we're terrified. She's like, I'll be playful, but it's scary to us? Oh, no. Okay, well, I guess
we've run out of options, finally.
Time to stop deflecting and go into the mill house.
Yay!
Grandpa, you can come back up now.
Hey, Grandpa, you ready to fight a photo?
Whoa. Wow. That is a giant-ass gear in there. Like, holy crap.
No kidding.
Also, there's not a mill in here. It's just a wheel.
No kidding.
Because that's not a grinder over here. That's just a gear. Because that doesn't have, like, your stone mill under it.
Yeah, I don't know. But we really can't see it, so...
I say, but if it's behind there, underneath, like, that's the wall and the window here. So there's no room for a millstone behind that rail.
Yeah.
And so we're looking behind Lily's head right here. Also, I'm going, if you've got a bunch of, like, bags in here of what? Also, if she repaired the entire roof, where is this light from up here coming from?
No kidding. It looks a little weird. All those crates say Ricky and La Rosa. What were they making here, Grandpa?
Yeah, and why did they leave all their stuff here? And also, if this isn't where they lived, again, because this is clearly now not a house.
Yep.
Where did they live when they lived on this property? Because there's not another house here. They all lived in the big house together.
As I said, they might have all lived in the big house. Afraid I couldn't say. This mill predates me by some time.
Yeah, you're just not old enough. Why aren't you so old?
God damn it, Grandpa.
You need to be older.
All right, so 2013 is, 5 years before, so this came out in 2018.
Okay.
So he's supposed to be in his 90s, 2018.
No, 80s, because octogenarian.
Is he in his 80s?
He's in his 80s.
Oh, right. So 80s, he's in his 80s. So he was born 1940s, is what he said?
Yeah, which means he would nowhere near be old enough for something that happened in 1933.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Even if he was born in 1930, he wouldn't be old enough to be involved.
Yeah. Whatever it was probably their first product. By wartime, they had factories up and down the coast. Except by wartime, so before, definitely with the 1930s. So before the 1930s, so probably 1920s sometime.
They were doing stuff in here.
They must have been really old.
I guess.
Good gravy.
Wait, how would your great-uncle be involved with that? He wasn't that old. So this is your great-great-uncle?
Maybe.
Because he said that would be my uncle, but we're talking this would have to be great-great-uncle because your aunt definitely wasn't around that long, and she's not... I mean, she was in her 80s, but if he's not old enough, then she wasn't old enough either.
Yeah, I know, unless, like, she's so much older than him.
Was
Wait,
she 20 years older than you?
Right? Honestly, that would be cute.
She was 110 years old when she died.
Uh-huh. God.
And she was doing all of this when she was like 19.
Dang.
And except for she wasn't even here for this. It was your uncle. Maybe the reason he died first was because he was way older than she was. So he died at the age of 90, like 20 years ago.
My God. What?
And so it was your uncle and not your great uncle. And your Aunt Mary married someone. Your aunt married someone way older than her, like 30 years older than her.
Maybe? I don't know. Canned food was, as I'm quite sure you can imagine, quite the hot commodity at the time.
That's appropriate.
Yes.
Yes.
It kind of was, actually.
So I'm like, yeah, help me out with this timeline here.
Strange that this is so tucked away at the edge of the property.
Additionally, we apparently don't need to clean up the inside at all. It's fine like that. Property restored with all the old moldy bags and grass in there.
Also, I'm wondering whether or not Mr. Rich, in this case, actually wanted to specifically buy the property for whatever's inside that building.
Yeah, or
which
whatever
actually leaves
memories
me suspicious.
He's got there, yeah.
Beyond, like, the memories, which I imagine the memories are kind of a plus, but them pointing this out and going, this is some of their original product, it's like, you could have an interesting conundrum then if something legally could happen or they're concerned about trying to hide something based on the implied character of Mr. Rich and the fact that Larry is associated with him and so is Blaine.
Interestingly enough, though, I would tend to say, so if we're talking about him, though, then is he like 130 years old?
I know! Like 1933? He's like...
And he's still alive in 2013?
He's, no, 2018.
In 2018?
Because this is when
this was when they got engaged, right? And
right.
It was 5 years ago, right? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So if he's still alive in 2018 and he was a mature adult starting businesses in 1933?
Uh-huh. That's what, or at least the thing that's on the tree.
On the tree. If that was, we got to be into great stuff.
What is going on? This doesn't make any sense at all.
So if anyone understands this timeline and we're just both really missing something, please feel free to chime in. We obviously don't know everything, and sometimes we do miss connecting dots, but this doesn't sound right at all. That Mr. Rich outlived both your great aunt and your great uncle and is still in a position to be doing all of this stuff, even though... Like, wow, he would be, like, I mean,
ancient.
And I am all for it. Like, if he's 130 years old and he's like, I want that back. On the other hand, as far as I understand with business ownership and stuff, if he never sold this property back to them and that stuff is legal property of his business, he could just go in and get it.
Yeah, he could.
Like,
except
so if the stuff in the mill is his, he could just send them to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if Blaine's had his free run of the property, he could have just gone and got it.
Right. Straight tucked away at the edge of the property.
You'd think it'd be closer to the house, or the house closer to it, if, you know... they had a plan somehow, or the business was running through the house. On the other hand, it seems like it'd be really weird to run a business out here and then go out to the highway somewhere. Like, how do you access the highway from your business?
This doesn't make any sense. This is too far away from the road, in my opinion.
Road, if the road was even there. Maybe you had carts and horses at this point, and most of the garden wasn't there, and most of the area was clear, and it was just dirt roads.
A good point, actually.
All right. Anyway, more to do. Is there much more to do, actually? Oh, hello. The man of the hour, it seems.
Hey, neighbor.
So I'm just going to point out that recently in the little splash ads that they throw up when I open this game sometimes, they had him topless and dressed as a cowboy, and it was a little surprising. It was a little weird. It was like, this is a sale of Luke topless.
Hello.
Please spend $6 on Luke topless.
No.
On topless Luke for more energy or whatever. It's okay.
Right,
anyway, it was a little weird, but we've been collecting some of those as screenshots, and we'll probably just do a short little montage of them at some point. Because some of the sales are very interesting looking.
But Regina finally got to change clothes in one of them, so it's one thing that I'm super excited about.
Cute. So they had one with Regina where she was wearing regular, like, denim overalls, and...
she was wearing a crop top, and it was so cute.
It's super cute.
Like, damn, it was adorable.
Hey, Luke, let's just pretend that no one can hear, even though she's clearly in earshot. What's up?
I saw that bling guy in a cab when I was driving here.
Hours ago?
Hours?
You were driving from really far away, Luke.
No kidding, actually.
Or are you saying that you were driving past much earlier, saw him in a cab, then went to your house and did normal your life stuff, because that's perfectly reasonable that you'd have your own life doing your own stuff, and then later in the day, which is now, came over here to talk to me about it, which was a completely different time when you saw it happening, and now you're mentioning it, and hi, how are you? I haven't been thinking about you at all.
Are you alright? You look like you're gonna fall over.
It's warm out here, and we've only been drinking hot coffee in the hot sunshine, so maybe it's the heat.
Tired a bit, maybe?
Could be the heat. It's probably the heat.
Oh, alright, so cool.
Oh, yeah, he, left. You could just say I kicked him out.
You really could. Shame. Karen seemed to take a shine to him.
Yep, it's really great when your kid likes strange, invasive adults that you don't know.
No, you don't know at all. I'm also like, when did Luke... I don't fucking care.
Why does Luke like that Karen likes a stranger on Lily's property that he has no connection to?
And also a weird stranger, no less, that
And just
Karen
going,
would keep going, he's weird, Lily!
He's so weird. Let me go home and rave to my parents about how weird he is.
Like, that was honestly weird for me. So, here we are. Karen seemed to take a shine to him.
Yeah, he seemed
But, what's the deal there? Why was he here?
Oh, we just used to be engaged, and he was trying to rekindle things and also swindle me out of my entire estate. No big deal, normal stuff.
It was exciting. It seemed like you guys were arguing, but I didn't want to get in the middle of something. So he noticed the whole time?
One, you saw this or heard this. Or two, Karen came home. He was so weird. They kept fighting with each other and bitching at each other. And it was hilarious. Oh my God. He kept saying stupid stuff, and he was so weird. And Lily would get really angry, and it was just funny.
Weird.
And just, oh my gosh, you should have been there. Wow, I can't wait to go by tomorrow and laugh at them more. Adults are so weird.
Hi, Karen, are you really 10?
Going like, How would you be connected to seem like you guys were arguing? When were you anywhere near us when this was happening? And
no shit.
Maybe he was for that one little segment where he walked in to pick up Karen, but I don't know if that seemed like you guys were... Oh, that was
there. Yeah.
But that's not so much, I think to me, seems like you guys were arguing so much as you seemed cranky with him that one time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anyway.
That one time when I ran into him, he seemed a little cranky.
Well... He is my ex-fiance, and I won't tell you that, but it's fine because in the next episode, we can talk to Luke.
Yay! I'm so excited that we're going to be able to finally talk more to people and explain the shit that's going on. Holy crap, because sometimes I don't understand what's going on, so there we are. Thank you very much, guys, then, for joining us. So if you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and please also feel free to share our videos with somebody that you think might have a good time with us.
Yeah.
Other than that, if you also want to support us, please feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or our Patreon. We've got some links in the description down below. He's right there, and that's adorable. All right, so I just completely lost my train of thought.
In the meantime, you have been.
In the meantime, I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies, and this endlessly amuses me. So it was great playing with you. Bye!